We're back at it again with the Karens, Kevins, and all the above doing crazy, weird shenanigans as they always do, getting up to the wildest things, trying to talk to your managers and various other things. Welcome back. Hopefully this video gets through. I don't know when you're gonna see this, but hey, I hope you've had a good Christmas and I hope you look forward to the new year. Let's get into the clips. First up, we've got a Karen neighbor who has a very interesting choice of what she likes to do at 4:30 in the morning, and that is take her dog walking out in the street and make sure the dog has a crap in someone else's yard and refuses to clean it up. Apparently this has been going on for weeks now, and one of the neighbors decided to have their cameras record this and collected all the footage and has now decided to confront the Karen over her choices.
We wanted to find out why you were letting your dog poop on everybody's yard.
I usually bring a bag.
No, you. We have video surveillance, and you've done this over a dozen times, and you never bring a bag. We've seen you do it here, 4 houses down, 700, and I'll be glad to share the tapes with you. I'm going to share this with everybody in the Cloisters neighborhood because you're so inconsiderate with everyone else out here.
Well, and I apologize, sir. I do.
You should. That's just disrespectful. And we were thinking it was a hate crime because you've been doing these folks' lawn I don't know how many times, and they just moved in here recently and happened to be a black family, and they're starting to wonder why is somebody pooping on the yard every day. It's not your fault, buddy. It's your fault, and that's not nice.
I apologize.
Well, we'd appreciate you not doing it anymore.
And I will.
We know where you live because we're going to deliver it all back to you. We've been doing this. We've been looking at you for weeks now, just so we could. And I'm recording it because I want to make sure you don't say I said something I didn't say.
That's fine. I don't have a problem with that at all.
Well, I think it's disgraceful to do that to anybody.
And like I said, all I can do is apologize, and that's what I do. And I'm certainly sorry.
Okay. I appreciate you get some bags from now on.
All right, I will. Thank you.
Yeah, just because you do it at 4:30 in the morning doesn't give you a right to poop.
I can only imagine what it's like telling this story to someone else, telling the story of, oh yeah, we have this neighbor who likes to walk around with their dog at 4:30 in the morning and giving them, making them crap in other people's yards, and for some reason had a weird preference to specifically target one person's yard who so happened to be people of color who so happened to move in very recently. Totally not any form of racist intent from that Karen here whatsoever. I just love how at least she isn't being so angry about being confronted with this information. She's going, yeah, I'm sorry, even though the apology is probably not sincere by the slightest. She's actually acknowledging, yep, I've been doing something pretty silly and I've now been called out for it. I'm not going to combat this, I'm just going to agree and move on with my day. Smarts. In the lead up to this clip, we've got a guy who was, waiting in line to roam through the Epcot in Disneyland, is what I'm assuming, based upon the surroundings and what we can gather, and basically there was a female ahead of them. A little while later in the line, their boyfriends and friends show up and join the girl in front of the line, skipping past almost everyone, taking advantage of their friend being in line already. And we have a brilliant confrontation between the group with the people complaining about them skipping and these people having some form of insult match. I don't know how good that can be. Here's a clip.
On the walk, were you guys walking slow? We're all going to the same place. You'll give a bro, you're a nerd, dude. I'm not arguing no female. It's like Harry Potter.
Is that supposed to be an insult?
I don't give a. You shouldn't have said shit to me. Mind your business.
You shouldn't have cut everyone.
Mind your business.
They did it. I got here before.
Our group, when you get up, they cut on the wall. They cut. Till then. You're a nerd, bro. I'll never let nobody disrespect my girl. Bitch, she's a bitch.
Okay.
I don't disrespect females. You're a bitch.
Yeah, welcome. You're here.
I thought you were talking. All you're doing.
I play football at the University of Central Florida. Show 'em, pussy.
Oh my gosh, what are you gonna say?
Guys, I'm not mad. Yeah, sure. You're right. I'm playing that game. Record this. Yeah, record me, homie. What you want? You want my name, social security? What you want?
My address.
I make money, homie. I'm a businessman, but
actually, I'd like to know the family that you cut in front of all of us to be with.
Oh, really? Because I was here for
stop him. Just stop talking to him. Yeah, we don't. When you give people attention, attention is currency. You're done. You're cut off. I ain't talking to you. Last words.
That's why you keep getting him to say.
He's recording me. I'm gonna record y'all back then. How about that? I'm gonna record you back.
I want to record
Shut
you.
up, Stella. Back and shut the up.
bitch. Meet me
Come on.
outside. Come on, bitch.
We'll make it a 2 for 2.
Outside. Let's do it. Oh my God. What does he look like? Can I just pull up my phone real quick?
Yeah.
Bro, he looks like
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Oh my God. And so does
Mans is recording me because he wants to be famous. So I'm going to give him his 10 seconds of fame on my Snapchat.
You know what's
What's your at?
That's a really.
What's your at? What's your at? What's your at? They'll add you. What's your at? I got clout. So what's your
I don't
at?
know what that means. I'm cute.
What's your at? What's your Snapchat?
What's a Snapchat?
Oh, okay. You're weird. What are you recording me for? You watch me on Saturdays. You and your family tailgate outside of my stadium. Who asked? Oh, entitled? I'm not entitled at all. Hey, ma'am, I took off my shirt because I'm hot. I don't disrespect females like I said earlier. I'll talk to men, I'm not going to talk to females. Bro, don't say shit to them, bro. They're lame. Look like Harry Potter.
Hey, what is this? What is this?
You guys.
So what happened was me and Chris.
They were up front of everybody. They're trying to say we're skipping because we walked up to our girlfriend. I make money. I don't argue with people. I make money. You're how old? I'm 21. I got more money in NIL than you ever. Look me up. Google me. Google me.
What's your name?
Google me. Yeah, he's recording me, boss man. He's violating my privacy right now.
Man, those insults were... Wow, I don't even have any words for how bad they were. Like, I make some pretty terrible jokes on this channel. Like, I wouldn't be too surprised if I've made some really bad jokes that people just go like, that's meant to be funny? What do you want about? But using the basic of the basic insults, like the most bare minimum insulting cred you can get, as well as bragging about your status in life, what you do for a living, how much money you have, that's not really anything interesting. It's like, okay, cool, you have money at 21 years old, I have money at 22 years old. Does that mean anything in this situation? No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter in any degree. It literally doesn't. An additional funny thing here is that we're inside of a theme park. We were inside of a building at a theme park, so in theory, your First Amendment right of being able to record people in public isn't exactly fully in effect here. The workers can tell you not to do that, yada yada things along these lines, as well as Florida's a two-party consent space where both parties have to consent to being recorded. But if I'm completely honest, with the guy pulling out his phone and recording the other group, that's just him saying, yep, I'm okay with this being recorded, and then bada bing, bada boom, this is no longer a problem. I don't know, it's just one of those weird oddities with American law I've noticed. Here we watch as a tenant goes up to complain to the property manager about their garbage not being taken when they leave it out the front in spite of paying for it. But this story takes a bit of an interesting turn. It turns out that this tenant isn't exactly following the rules on how the garbage is meant to be dealt with. Here's the clip.
No, that makes no sense. Every day I got my trash in front of my door and they not coming to pick it up. I'm paying y'all $35 for y'all to pick up my trash every night, and no one's coming. So I'm gonna need like some type of reimbursement, some type of answer, something that makes sense, because that ain't gonna cut it.
I am so sorry that it's happening. Give me just a moment. I'm gonna go to our portal.
Right. Yeah, I need you to figure that out, like for real.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
I mean, as a matter of fact, like realistically, like y'all can take it off completely, because like I live right here by the compactor. I could walk my shit to the trash by myself and it saved my $35.
Okay, well,
if I'm keeping it above, like. Can
we refrain from using vulgar language in the office first before we move forward?
I'm just saying, like, I'm mad upset. Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, I'm spending. This is my hard-earned money.
I completely understand. Listen, I rent as well, and I pay for valet trash. I completely understand your frustration. So right now, I'm looking at our portal, and it lets us know if trash was not picked up, why it wasn't. Well,
I mean, I can tell you trash wasn't picked up because the trash sitting in front of my door right now.
And I can tell you why it wasn't.
Okay, go ahead.
So you have 3 violations, looks like. The first violation, it was that the trash was not closed up, and it was closed.
That's cap. It's closed. You can literally go right there right now and it's closed. So that's cap. Next one.
Oh, I have the photos. It's not capped. Secondly, it shows that you did not have your trash out on the designated time. You know your trash is supposed to be out by 6 o'clock p.m. Our valet trash schedule picks up start at 7.
All right.
So
Okay. But why they always putting on my trash?
So last night, when did you put your trash out?
I don't know. I'm not watching the clock while I'm putting my trash out.
So that's why your trash was not picked up.
But I know it was before 10 though.
So you're supposed to have your trash out by 7. By 6, I'm so sorry.
But if I'm supposed to have my trash out
home. Because as a renter, you cannot tell an owner what they can and cannot do with their property.
I will.
Okay.
Don't even worry about it.
No problem, because you barely got in here. You got accepted with conditions. So I hopefully you can find a home. But you can get out.
Look, I feel like I need to make this clear. 9 times out of 10, real estate agents / property managers are likely the worst people we ever come across, because all they do is try to extort people who live in houses for as much money as they can get and convince the owner that it's all a-okay and there's nothing going absolutely wrong in the slightest whatsoever, even though in reality that's not how this goes. But there are situations like this one where the property manager person isn't the person in the wrong. It's the tenant who's complaining because apparently, like, not only do they not close off their garbage when they leave it out the front, they fail to leave garbage out at the required times for pickup. And yeah, 6 o'clock, by 6 that might be a bit of a difficult one, especially if you, let's say, work evenings, but then it just becomes a thing of be better at managing your time. It's like, okay, I'm not going to be here at this time, so I may as well put the garbage out now as I'm leaving, so that can be taken later. It's going to have to sit out here for a while, but it is what it is. I would assume or hope that in this case that these buildings would have like a container out the front where you put the garbage. It isn't just sitting on the floor outside your door, because then that could cause a lot of health problems potentially, especially for people who have to leave it out a lot earlier than everyone else because they're not going to be home by the time it needs to be left out. So I hope there'd be some form of container to contain the rubbish. But yeah, it's just one of those things. He's clearly not following things correctly and is here to complain about it in spite of not following things correctly. In this next clip, we got Karen having a bad day at Walmart.
Speaking in Chinese. Shut up. Speaking in Chinese in front of me. Shut up. You're rude. Speak English in Canada. Rude as fuck. Who do I complain about? Shut up. You're rude. You are rude. Go somewhere else. Who do I complain about for her? Give me the number.
No, you can call our store number.
What's your store number?
On the top of the receipt.
Okay, can you finish with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sharon is a most like a moon manager here. She said she would do it for this product. Yeah. No, Sharon wants to talk to her. Yes, that's over there.
Who?
Yeah.
You want a manager to talk to me? You bring your manager here.
You get up.
If you want to talk to me, you bring your manager here, you idiot, or go f***ing with your other staff and talk to me somewhere else. Get him somewhere else. What the hell is going on? Does he start fights with all your fucking people? Then get him in the back. That is rude.
I will talk about the
Shut up and get out of here, you idiot.
You okay?
That's rude. You know about what? You know about what? Things having triggered by looking after speaks and talking to me in front of your staff? That's pathetic. Get him out of here. It's rude. Shut up!
Okay.
Shut up!
I'll call the police.
I'm sorry, Karen, I know you can't understand these type of things because I know you guys can't understand how to take responsibility for your own actions, but unfortunately I feel like in this situation, you're the one who's been a bit of a horrible person, who's been a bit of an asshole, especially snapping like that at these employees who get paid minimum wage to deal with your fucking crap. I'm sorry though, because unfortunately I understand that you guys have no idea how to take responsibility for your own actions, and that's an unfortunate thing, because your child's now going to have to suffer with those consequences too, because he just sees all this go down, and I'm going to assume this happens more often than it doesn't. You do better. Here we have a manager who's not quite happy with the fact that a customer may or may not have slightly messed up one of the items on the shelves and decide to go up to them when they're being served, yell at them, and then order them to get out.
Penny items. Are you going to go and fix them?
Yes, show me where they are. Show me which ones.
You know what? You get out now. You're
Well,
not
show
going
me
to
which
raise up
ones.
your voice at me.
Come and
You
talk
came
to us
and
like
yelled
that.
at
We're
us.
customers.
No.
We just came
Point
to
it
buy
out.
something.
Point it out. Get
No,
out.
we're gonna buy our stuff.
I said
You
no.
can
Get out.
cannot deny.
You're not going to voice.
You came here
you
yelling
are
at
not
us.
gonna raise
You
your
came
voice
here
at
yelling
me.
at us.
You
Oh,
came
no,
to
trust
us.
me. I have cameras.
You didn't
Get
even need
out.
to come over here. She was taking care
Get
of us.
out.
You came here
Get
trying
out.
to start stuff with us.
Really? I saw you. I
Show
saw
me.
you with the.
I want to
I
see
don't
which
touch
ones.
stuff.
I want to see which ones we messed up.
What did I say?
I want to see
Get
which ones
out.
we messed up.
I want you out. You can call whoever you want. I want you out.
And that's
And
what
that's
we
what
do.
we did.
No,
That is
because
what
I
we
was
do. I'm sorry.
looking
We go
at
to every
you.
single store and we never have no one, whatever you are, general manager, whatever, no one ever treats us like that. Do you understand?
Well, guess what?
We've gone
If
to
you already knew the
5
rules,
stores.
so
They
why
know
didn't you
what we,
fix it?
it's you
It's
treat
simple.
people, you treat customers with respect.
Yeah, him raising his voice at me.
You
and-
came
You
here
came
yelling.
at us.
Okay, leave the store. I'm not gonna argue. You can call whoever you want. I want you. They are not to walk into the store again.
I want to see where we messed up. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the carpets, cause they look perfect. Call them.
I want you out.
Call the cops.
I'm training her. I want you out.
Call
That's
the
why I'm
cops.
explaining to her. I'm gonna do
You're
that once
training
you
her,
walk
and
out.
she was scanning everything, trying to get the cans together, and you came
Really?
yelling.
I want you out.
Yes, really.
I want you out of the store
Really?
now.
Really?
And you can call whoever you want.
Really? You want us
Anybody.
out?
You already know my name. Out.
Now, you may have already noticed with the most of this video so far that I'm a little bit more defensive when it comes to most retail workers. This one, they've got nothing for you. I'm sorry, but you see a customer slightly mess up a shelf, you don't just go up to the customer, go off at them for doing it. That's just dumb and stupid. You just fix it up a little and move on with your day, because many customers will do exactly that. I mean, there's literally the toy section of most supermarkets are always a complete and utter mess, because kids will just make a mess of the section there. There's no need to go off at a customer for doing that. You just either pretend, move on, don't worry about it, or fix up the issue and then move on. You don't go and argue against the customer for slightly messing up something in the store that might have even done by accident. Like, that's just stupid. I'm sorry, but the manager here is just wholeheartedly in the wrong. I got nothing for it. For some reason or another, this person's ended up at the drive-thru window on her own outside of her car talking to the worker in the window. The worker thought it would be the brightest idea to make some form of a racist remark.
Instruction or nothing. Well, then go to another shop. Shut up. Come out that window.
Whoop her ass. She calls you black, man.
Come out the window.
She calls you black.
Come out the window. Come on. Come out. Come out. Come out. Come out the window. Come on. Watch.
Take your ass somewhere else with your beat up piece of car. Bitch. The f out of here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's why you got.
Black that. Black that. Black that.
God.
It is clear that the person on the outside definitely has some form of a screw loose, but at the same time, they kind of somewhat held back until, like, actually no, they really didn't, but I'm just so dumbfounded by this happening in the first place. Also, is it just me or did that restaurant look like it was held together by goddamn tape and plastic? In this clip, we're having a repeat of the previous clip where another angry customers at the outside of the drive-thru for an apparent order mishap or something. I'm not 100% sure what's even happening here. And because they're not getting what they want, they smash through the window. There's no racist remarks this time, though.
My card. Jeremy Johnson. I ain't the one. Bring your punk ass out here. You think I'm worried about you? You don't know who the I am. Give me my card, dude. Fuck. Give me my card, punk. No, I'm not. I drove back now. I ain't coming back again. Get someone else, dude.
Then give me my card. You the GM, you ain't gonna give me my card?
I don't know if it's you or not, so you didn't give me a name.
I gave you a name, you lying. You didn't ask me for an ID. Mother, give me my mother card. Now, who's
Gotta love at the end how the driver of the vehicle just behind the customer decided to go, I'm just gonna wind up my window, don't worry about me. I totally wasn't recording this entire thing. I'm also curious in what happened afterwards, because the clip just abruptly ends after the window goes back up. Like, I'm genuinely curious, what happens next? In the next clip we got a mother who's very upset at a Karen old worker at Walmart because she assumed that her 6-year-old son was trying to steal something.
Because he picked it up, she followed my child and told me he's not allowed to pick it up. What'd you say? What's going on? My child picked up a pair of sunglasses and she followed him. So basically, as he was walking, she followed him. She left her post to follow him because he picked up some glasses. He's not allowed to pick that up. Well, if he was gonna buy them, he's allowed to pick them up.
Right. Did he grab the glasses? I mean,
yeah, he grabbed them, but she said he's not allowed to grab them, and I'm trying to figure out why he can't grab them.
Did you think that he was
gonna steal them?
I thought he was going to take them.
You thought what? You thought what?
Never mind.
Say it again.
Go.
Say it again. You thought what? He was gonna steal them.
With
you just told your employee you thought he was gonna steal them. A 6-year-old child. You thought he was gonna steal them. Did he not? Did she not just say that, please? Did she just say that? She did just say that. That my 6-year-old child was gonna steal them. You literally just said that. No, it's no sorry. He's 6 years old, so you really thought my child was gonna steal a pair of glasses? He is 6 years old. You literally followed my child. You literally just followed my child because you thought he was gonna steal some glasses. Why? Is it because he's black? Is it because he's black?
Oh, for God's sake.
You know. But you literally just told your coworker you followed him because you thought he was gonna steal some damn glasses?
Man, I feel bad for the other Walmart workers that were there just listening to the story. They were like, the face on the other lady, she's just like, oh god, she's done it again. She's caused some drama because she has no idea how to handle things. Ugh. And now we have to deal with this. And I just love how the entire time the old lady's like, first off, don't worry about it, and then just doesn't apologize at all. Like, I feel like the situation could have been over smooth. It was like, I'm sorry, I'm just doing my job. Gotta make sure that people don't steal things. I'm sorry if you took offense to that. It is what it is. Instead, she just sits there, ignores them in this entire conversation, and then walks away. I can guarantee you the employees weren't too happy and probably talked to her after this event on just like, well, what the hell were you doing there? Like, what? God. In this next clip, we've got a Karen that seems extremely delusional, believing that she's not only the owner of the internet, but also the owner of Apple, and decides to cause an intervention with this pair of people here. I don't get it. This is just funny, really.
Music, can we start again? What'd you say, sorry?
I'm the creator of the internet and Apple computers.
You're the creator of the internet?
Yep, and Apple computers. You've sucked me out of life for the last 20 years and excluded me from the internet.
We have.
This is an intervention.
Or just like
everyone?
Or just like people.
Or is it for us?
Referring, like, did we shut you out, or just like society?
I know this is an intervention.
Okay.
Now, don't worry about my train ticket, for fuck's sake.
So, that's the train ticket.
Oh, we got to read that, do we?
There was a whole little form that we
you
could
know
put
what?
out.
On the 10th of October this year, the internet ceases forever.
Ever?
Okay? Forever.
So how am I supposed to upgrade my Snapchat?
Are you being sarcastic?
No, what am I supposed to? I rely on social media. I rely on the internet.
Well, what are we gonna do, you should have treated me, who created it, correctly. I'm destitute. You've stolen everything, and you won't even let me on level 1, 2, or 3. So because you excluded me and because you're on an intervention, the internet stops on the 10th of October, this Adam, forever. Okay?
Okay.
Damn,
Thank you, man.
Fuck, I'm so...
I'm sorry, but what? Man, the internet's gonna stop on the 10th of October. You better enjoy all the videos on Karens as you can, because, my god, after the 10th, it's all gone. It's all over. First up, we got a person on the plane with their kid who's apparently making some noise. Unfortunately, we don't have exactly the knowledge of what happened beforehand, but the story goes that the passengers on this flight were collectively bashing on a mother of a 2-year-old boy on the plane after he couldn't keep quiet during the flight.
Exactly.
No. We about to get off this. Gotta get over it.
He hasn't napped. He's only 2 years old. There's a lot of people here. Do you understand that? How old are you again? 2?
Doesn't fucking matter. Shut your kid up. God damn. Some of better shit, mom.
Yo. Look, I get it. I recently had to deal with this on one of the recent flights I took going to an event last month, but it's one of those things where this is what's going to happen with kids. It's very unfortunate that sometimes a baby will be on the plane, and sometimes you get super lucky, they'll sleep for the entire trip, and other times you get events like this where the kid just won't stop crying. Doesn't make you a bad parent, and saying someone's a bad mother because their kid won't stop crying is just like, it's just not fair, especially in a situation where they're on a plane and flying. This could be various different things here, and one of the biggest things is they've got a massive disadvantage here. They don't have all the bits and pieces they need that may successfully make the kid be happy again, because you can only take so much on a carry-on on the plane with you. And heck, this could be the first time the kid's even flown in his life, so it's a very weird experience to go through. So logically speaking, you're going to be a little bit upset because this is odd. This don't make any sense. It's just unfair to go after a mother like that for something so minimal. In this next clip, we got a Karen who's extremely unhappy that she's been blocked in by an ambulance.
Yeah, you need to move it.
In due time.
Hi, ma'am. What's your view on all this?
I think that he needs to move.
Who, the ambulance?
Blocking. Yeah.
Because he's blocking you in?
Yeah.
So the ambulance here dealing with the victim should move because you're inconvenienced.
The world is not going to stop. If that was critical, they wouldn't be sitting in a parking lot
it's not
doing
critical,
that.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
And I'm sorry that people don't like that. That's just tough shit.
Why are you harassing first responders doing their job, though?
No, I asked them to move. I wasn't harassing
Well,
them.
you're on.
That's just tough shit.
Why are you harassing first responders doing their job, though?
No, I asked them to move. I wasn't harassing
Well,
them.
you're on.
Well, I'm not going to stay here for them.
You're gonna stay here.
No, we're going to move.
Yes, you are.
No.
They should be hitting on this minute.
I know. Well, then why didn't you say that to me?
Because you told me that you weren't gonna leave here. You were gonna head out.
The sheer selfishness of all of this is just absolutely unbelievable. Too caught up in her own well-being, she's like, I need to get to places. This ambulance is blocking my way. Without taking a moment to maybe realize that there's a reason the ambulance is there. Maybe you just gotta be patient for once. Have the courtesy, the common courtesy to be patient and not being an asshole for once in your life. I don't know. Maybe you're just too stuck up your own fucking ass to realize that, but oh well. It's our own problem now. Here we have a person extremely upset because their neighbor took an excavator across to their backyard via the public easement area.
What's that?
You took my lawn up!
Is that your lawn?
That's my lawn!
Okay.
You took it up!
Alright.
What are you gonna do about it?
Okay.
You're not supposed to come across my lawn anymore! It's my property!
Where's the property line?
At the wall!
It is? Okay.
Yeah!
Alright.
You should know that!
No, I don't know that.
Then you should know!
Well, you should talk to the builder. That's
then
nice.
don't go back across!
That's nice language.
You know what? You're usually a nice guy, but that's my property, and you just ruined it!
Let me tell you something.
You stay off my property!
Let me tell you something.
Stay off my property!
You better be careful what
stay
you
off
say.
My property!
Okay?
You're on it, by the way.
You are out of control.
You're out of my property!
Look at you.
You're on my property!
Are you sure you know where the property line is?
I just had it surveyed. See the peg? See that right there?
That's your stake?
That's stake.
That stake's yours where? That one right there?
How come he doesn't go my property?
Huh?
Smash you. Hey, Sean! What the f is he doing? Hey, first of all, you know there's an easement out there? You should not pay all that. I'm paying for that.
There's an easement right here. Just because this is an easement, I could have come right through here.
We just need his work done. Come on,
This is a
Sean.
public easement, not yours. Listen, that's a drainage easement
Yeah.
right there. Right there is a drainage easement. It's on the other side of that. Bullshit. Side of that. It's right there. Show me how to out.
Yeah.
He just went across my backyard. Listen, what's the big whoop? We'll fix it. Do you really? I'm paying for this that I got. Do you think that I wouldn't fix something?
It's all yeah.
We just all this.
I could have came through here, the easement, but I
It
didn't.
isn't. This is a public easement. You're not a public person.
I am a public
You're not a
person.
public person. You don't understand. That's a public easement for the city. It is a drainage easement.
Yeah.
It's for the city, not you.
It's for whoever does work, and we work for the city. Yeah,
You don't work for the city. I
Yeah,
want
we
to
do.
see that. Let me see your contract, you liar. You work for him.
You're gonna give yourself a heart attack there, buddy. You
Son,
over nothing.
The property's on the other side. That easement stopped when I bought the house.
And we all said, all this work done yesterday.
Rick, you're getting a bill up your ass.
And
Because that should have happened.
Gonna get better.
So I did some reading up on this one here, and from what I can tell, anything to do with a public easement is very, very, very complicated. But I think the first thing to say is that in theory, he is able to drive the excavator over the public easement to get into his backyard. Though I might be entirely wrong in that, because I can't find any information restricting of what can be moved across a public easement, because stuff like streets and alleyways are also can be considered public easements depending on where you are in, like what state you're in, things along those lines. It's very complicated to say the least. And then also, furthermore on, the guy says the draining public easement on the back end of his yard was removed when he bought the house. From what I could research up, the only major ways to be able to actually remove any form of public easement is a variety of massive legal actions. The one that may have occurred in this example here is the thing called recorded. Basically, if a good faith buyer buys the house without ever being informed of the public easement being there, technically speaking, you have the ability to get rid of the public easement at that point because you had no idea it was there prior to buying the house. But at the same time, if you were informed of the easement being there prior to buying the house, then technically this won't work at all. So it's a very interesting thing to say the least, because that public easement may not have been removed. He may have known about it and he's just saying it got removed to try and get these people in trouble. Either way, it's very